Hello, viewers of the Job Help Hotline. I hope you're comfortable. I hope to make you somewhat uncomfortable today. You're viewing the Job Help Hotline on Cable Access Network, and you're viewing here because you're either unemployed or underemployed or seeking skills to get you into economic life in the Chicago metropolitan area. My name is Rick Goodell. I'm with Illinois Manufacturing Foundation. We are a private, not-for-profit vocational technical school that trains you for two distinct occupations, two different directions. One direction is to put you into the precision machining world. Another direction is to put you into the information technology world. If I can give you a quick idea, both programs are training and placement. The precision machining program is 4 months in length. They meet every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., 5 days a week. The other program for the information technology field is to train you to become a computer support specialist. That happens 2 days a week on Saturday and on Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you're interested, take down this number, 773-277-2343, so you will be able to contact us after we have this short discussion today. We're here to help you get a career. And you know already, because you are a viewer of the Jobs Hotline, you know that technical skills are required for success in today's economy. The jobs that you could get years ago that didn't require much brain power, that required a strong back, those jobs have almost disappeared in the Chicago metropolitan area. There are very few of them left, and they don't pay terribly well. So you already know, if you're unemployed or you're underemployed, you already know that you need skills for a real job with real income. We're here to help you get the training for real jobs with real income, with family supporting wages, not minimum wage, well above minimum wage, sometimes double, even triple minimum wage. Let me tell you what we are and how to contact us. We're Illinois Manufacturing Foundation. We operate training and placement programs to help you get into the precision metalworking arena and into the information technology arena. Both of our training programs help you get that first step, that first job on a skill ladder that you can ride all the way through to retirement, even beyond if you want. Let me tell you a little bit about the precision machining training program. It totals 480 clock hours, and during those 480 clock hours, you will learn shop math, blueprint reading, precision measurement. You'll learn how to operate manual machine tools, namely the lathe, mill, and the grinder. You'll learn how to operate automatic machine tools, the automatic bar machine, also called the automatic screw machine. You'll also learn to set up the automatic bar machine, also called the automatic screw machine. And then you will set up and operate the computer numerically controlled mill and the computer numerically controlled lathe. So 4 steps. Step 1 is math, blueprint reading, and precision measurement. Step 2 is manual machining, learning how to fabricate piece parts from scratch. Number 3 is automatic machining, learning how to train the machine to produce parts automatically. And number 4, learning how to talk to the computer, which makes the piece parts automatically. So, are there jobs? Yeah, there are plenty of jobs. The Illinois Department of Employment Security estimates that in Cook County, or rather in the Chicago metropolitan area, there will be, for the next 8 years, an average of 500 job openings for machinists. They estimate there will be about 80 jobs a year open for CNC machine tool operators. That means computer numerically controlled machine tool operators. And for CNC programmers, there will be about a dozen job openings every year. So if you total them up, comes close to 600 jobs a year, 600 job openings. When you get to a skill level where you're in after 3, 4, 5 years, if you're not making more than 22, 23 bucks an hour, there's something wrong either with you or with the company you're working for. Change either you or the company you're working for and move on. What are our results? Our last full class, we had 8 students. We had to terminate 2, one for poor attendance, one because she lost her housing. 6 people completed out of the 8 that enrolled. All 6 completers went to work, starting salaries between $13.50 and $16.50 per hour. Now that's in the machining area. The last couple stragglers completed in November and December. One started work at $16 an hour, another started work at $14 an hour, and have already secured promotions or higher paying jobs. That's just in 3 months. So that's the precision machining story. If you're interested, give us a call, 773-277-2343. That will get you on track to come in for our orientation, which we hold every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. at 2101 South Kedzie. Mark that down. Every Tuesday morning, 9:30 a.m., 2101 South Kedzie, to set up and come in for the orientation. Give us a call at 773-277-2343. Now let me talk about the program to get you launched in the information technology world. That is our Computer Support Specialist Training Program. Now that's an excellent one for individuals who have a desire to crack the computer codes, to get into the computers that are dominating our life everywhere and every which way. Our program gets you started with the basics of learning how a computer works, how it's to be repaired, how it's to be maintained, how it's to be filled with software, how it's to be maneuvered, added to, subtracted from, maintained, and kept in optimum shape. But you know, it's not enough just to learn theory. We don't teach you just theory. You're going to actually do the work in both of our programs. In the Computer Support Specialist program, you will actually take on jobs in the outside world that will be comparable to the work you'll do after you're hired. So, for example, on a recent field trip, students spent their Saturday and Sunday at a company in one of the western suburbs where they analyzed and diagnosed what was the problem in a small office of 6 or 7 people who were operating a financial company. The students, with the instructors, found out that the company needed to upgrade their random access memory, found that they needed to upgrade their server, found that they needed to upgrade the methods by which their computers and their server access the cloud where they store all the information. They did that diagnosis and did the first couple of repairs and provided suggestions to the owner of the finance company for how to continue with upgrading and speeding up their computer system. The owner of that finance company was quite happy with the performance of our students in helping her get that company moving in a much faster direction. Another hands-on project that students undertook, this was in the cycle before last, students undertook a program to take a bunch of 15 to 20 donated computers that were donated to a church and figure out how to convert those computers into a computer lab. And what the students did was completely design, plan, configure, and build a computer lab, down to the very bare essentials of fabricating the cable that connected the computers to the server, installing all the cables throughout the building so they reached from the computer lab or the prospective computer lab to the server, configuring the server, installing the BIOS, installing the systems on the server, connecting all the computers to the server, upgrading the computers along the way, of course, and leaving that church with a functioning computer lab connected to the web after 2 or 3 weekends of work. Now that's setting up a whole system that our students did. You can join in some of those processes. The Computer Support Specialist program is aimed at helping you prepare for and pass the CompTIA A+ certification exam. If you're interested, and if you're interested in calling in today, you can call in with the number on the screen or call us at 773-277-2343 and come in for our orientation every Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. at 2101 South Kedzie. Write that down, if not for yourself, for somebody that you know that may be out of work or that has work below their skill levels. They may be interested. All right, so we did a little review of both the Precision Machining program and the Computer Support Specialist program. Now let me give you maybe some ideas in terms of what works best for what types of personality. If you are an outgoing person and have the gift of gab, you may want to consider your first step in the IT field by coming into our Computer Support Specialist training and placement program. You definitely need to be able to talk to people because your job will involve people in crisis. They call you when their computer has gone down or gone bad on them, and they can't do their jobs unless you fix it. So you have to have patience. You have to extract from each person who is having the computer problem, what happened before the computer went bad? What happened before they got the blue screen of death? What happened before the software stopped functioning? What were they doing? What was going on? So you have to talk to them, extract from them the information that will reveal to you some clues about what they might have been doing that could have caused the problem. So you'll have to figure out from the information they give you and from your examination of the computer, figure out what it is that might be the likely cause of the problem and tackle each one of the likely problems in turn. Obviously, you work on the most likely first, the second likely, the third likely, and so on, until you solve the problem. And invariably, you will solve the problem because you're going to learn a problem-solving technique. What's first, what's second, what's third. It's also true in the Precision Machining program. So, with that kind of emphasis, it's helpful to be a talker, comfortable talking with people, having the gift of gab, if you will, for the Computer Support Specialist program. If you don't have the gift of gab, don't want to be bothered with people, then precision machining might be your cup of tea. There, it's basically you, the machines, the tools, the materials, and you're there doing the work, producing precision parts with significant pride because the parts you produce have got to be on the money. They will be applied in critical places. They will be applied in critical products. By the way, what kind of products? Well, products, airplanes, cars, trains, automobiles, trucks, tractors, recreational vehicles, appliances, you name it. Any kind of manufactured product will need, somewhere along the line, precision machined parts. You're not going very far without having some experience directly with precision machined parts. So these are some of the sample parts that you'll run into in the precision machining arena. They're all machined down to close tolerances. They have to be down sometimes as close as 1/1000th of an inch, sometimes 10/1000ths of an inch. You'll learn to make parts just like that in our training and placement program, and you'll be accomplished so that you can go into a shop and actually produce piece parts. What helps many of our graduates is they take some of the parts they produced in class with them to their interviews. And usually, a company who interviews you, you come to them with piece parts and the prints from the parts you produced. That's pretty impressive. That's something you made from scratch. So we don't take shortcuts. We don't train you just by having you read textbooks or watching videos. You're going to actually do the work in both programs. In machining, you will produce parts. In the computer support specialist, you will make repairs, you will make modifications, you'll install software, you'll configure servers, you'll figure out networks, you can even figure out laptops, game boxes, and telephones. They're all computers. So you will be able to deal with any of those sorts of stories. Smartphones, of course, are very small computers with a radio attached. Game boxes are relatively simple. It's a DVD or a CD drive attached to a computer. A laptop is just a desktop compressed in size. You have to spend a little time taking it apart, figuring out what goes where. They stuff those parts in pretty tightly. So you have to be careful when you take one apart how to fix it. So we start you with all the basic components that go into a computer. As with machining, you start learning the basic components of the very basic machine tools. The lathe, the mill, and the grinder. You learn how to operate the machine tools. You learn the sequence of operations and how to produce a piece part. How the heck do you do? How do you do this piece part? How does it work? How do you get to make this piece part from scratch? Well, you start out with a bar of material. This happens to be stainless steel, which is very hard to work with. And you do a series of operations with different tools. What's the sequence? What do you do first? What do you do second? What do you do third? And so on. You're going to learn that in class. When you've learned it in class, it becomes relatively simple for you to teach the automatic machine how to make those parts because you've already made them. You already know the sequence of operation. Now you have to fix all the tooling, sharpen, grind, prepare all the tooling to go into the automatic machine. You have to adjust the dogs, the collets, the feed fingers, a variety of things to make sure the machine works in a timed sequence. And in a short matter of time, you're actually producing parts automatically. Some parts in as short as 20 or 30 seconds. Other parts may take you a couple minutes to run. But you will have had solid experience at doing a setup and producing piece parts to meet specifications. Think of that. When you go to a job, you can say you've done it. You're not a novice. You're not somebody who doesn't know anything about the machine. You're not somebody who has never produced anything. You've got the piece parts to show. That's a big kicker for many, many employers. So let me back up a little bit to make sure you've got it. We are Illinois Manufacturing Foundation, 2 programs to help you if you're unemployed or underemployed to get to work in a real job with real skills with a real career ahead of you. One program is in the precision metalworking industry. The other program is in the information technology industry. Both of them have careers. You can climb career ladders. In fact, one student who graduated just last November took the first job at $16 an hour, and after 3 months jumped to the second job over $20 an hour because she knew what to do. She could produce piece parts. So you can join that company. You can join her in her success by coming into our training program, completing the work, and getting out into the world of skilled technical careers. So, for the computer support specialist, a big emphasis toward the end of the training program is on the CompTIA certification exams. There are 2 exams, or it's a big exam in 2 parts. The questions are tricky. I'm sure you've seen tricky questions before. There may be 4 or 5 multiple choice answers. All of them look almost alike. You've got to be good enough to sort out which ones are good and which ones are not good, because they all almost sound the same. So it takes a lot of operation with the bean to actually tease through each of the multiple choice answers and pick the correct one. We prepare you for that. The exam is, while difficult, it is passable, it is workable, and it is the ground line certificate that gets you access to jobs. You know, we didn't mention much about the number of jobs. In the Chicago metropolitan area, there are more than 500 jobs available each year for computer support specialists with an A+ certification. You don't have to ask me. You can go look it up on Career Builder. You can look it up on the Illinois Department of Employment and Security. Look at labor market figures from the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. Everybody will tell you. In precision machining and in computer support, the jobs are plentiful. So how do you get there? Well, come into Illinois Manufacturing Foundation. We have an orientation every Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. at 2101 South Kedzie. You can get this skill, you can get this career, you can get into these jobs with application of a little effort, some blood, sweat, and tears. But it'll be your activity, you will learn the skill, it's something you will have and nobody can take away from you. Come in and visit us, 2101 South Kedzie on Tuesday mornings. Call us, let us know you're coming at 773-277-2343. Make yourself known. Make it a career. Get out of the doldrums. Don't settle for low-wage, low-skilled jobs. Get on the track to high-wage, high-skilled jobs with family-supporting wages. That's what we offer. And to the extent that you're interested, come on in, call us, come visit, come to our orientation on Tuesday mornings, 773-277-2343, and make a hit for yourself, your family, and all the others around you. It's no joke. When you hit your first job, start bringing in the money, everybody around you will all of a sudden understand that you've taken a different path. It's not that you're lazy, it's just that you haven't had access to the skills that you need to get a successful job and a successful career. That's where we come in. Illinois Manufacturing Foundation, 2101 South Kedzie, 773-277-2343. Make it a point to make your way over there on Tuesday morning. You will not regret coming in for a real skill, for a real job, for a real career. The choice is up to you. If you're tired of working at low-wage, low-skilled jobs, if you're tired of not earning the money you probably believe you're worth, then get the skills so you can earn the money, so that you can put everything else on the table and be successful and take pride in a real job with real skills in a real career. That's what we offer. So, please take your time. Write down the number, 773-277-2343. Make sure you give us a call any day of the week. If we're not present at any given time in the late afternoon or evening, we will call you back first thing in the morning and try to get you hooked up. How do you handle all this stuff? You got to be motivated. Low wages and low skills should be a great motivator for getting into a skilled technical occupation. So, we invite you again. Be thinking. Illinois Manufacturing Foundation, 2101 South Kedzie, Tuesday morning orientations at 9:30 a.m. The number is 773-277-2343. And I wish you the best in your job search, in your development of skills, and you already know technical skills are the way to real jobs with real skills, with real wages, and family-supporting wages. So I thank you for your time. I hope the information has been helpful. I think you will have a very, very different life should you come and visit with us. We'll find ways to help cover the tuition. We'll find ways to help you along the way. And you will benefit from instructors who have the skills and experience in the industry that you want to get into. either information technology, many job openings, or precision machining, also many job openings. So take a hint, check us out, check out the careers that are available to you. You know, one of the ways is just to ask the Illinois Department of Labor. They know. So we will leave it for today and trust that you will give us a call and come in for our orientation and tour of our training. Thank you.